Hey everyone, today we have something really cool for you. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the all-new 2022 fully electric e-Transit van. Now, a lot of people have already seen the Ford Transit van running around town. Unlike the Transit van, which runs on gas, the e-Transit van is fully electric. In this video, we're going to go over some of the features of the new e-Transit van and talk about how it stacks up compared to the old gas-powered transit vans. So let's get the video on the road and start with the very first thing that makes them different, the engines and what powers them. Electric vehicles are definitely new to a lot of people, and the idea of filling up your tank with gas is so normal it's hard to imagine doing anything different for a lot of people. Electric vehicles obviously run on electricity, and to use them you would plug them into electric vehicle chargers to charge their onboard batteries. The batteries are located under the cabin of the vehicle to maximize room for cargo and passengers. Electric vehicles also have electric motors. In the case of the Transit van, the single electric motor is attached to the rear axle and provides up to 268 horsepower and 317 foot-pounds of torque. The biggest difference between gas and electric motors is that electric motors are way torqueier than gas engines. When you press on the gas with an electric vehicle, you get 100% of the power immediately, whereas gas cars need to be in their power band to get their power. Electric vehicles also have far fewer moving pieces in their designs than a gas car. When it comes to range, the e-Transit van provides you around 250 kilometers or 160 miles of range on one full battery charge. The e-Transit van has a 67 kilowatt hour battery. So what does 67 kilowatt hours actually translate to in layman's terms? For context, the average American home uses 30 kilowatts of power daily. So that means the e-Transit van has enough power to power an average American home for 2 days and still have a little bit of power left on a full charge. So having your lights, radio, or even your air conditioning on at full blast would barely make a dent on the e-Transit van's range. There is no comparison between a gas car's car battery and an electric vehicle's battery. One of the big fears of owning an electric vehicle is something called range anxiety. Range anxiety is the fear that you'll run out of electricity on the side of the road and get stranded. The reality though is that your e-Transit van will let you know how far it can go, and as long as you stay in that range, you won't have a problem. If you charge your e-Transit vans overnight at a level 2 charger, you'll always have a full charge by morning. Sometimes though, you just might end up needing to drive more than you had expected, and the e-Transit van supports level 3 50 kilowatt fast charging with a peak charge rate of 115 kilowatts. So if you need to charge quickly, you can take the battery from 15 to 80% in just over half an hour. That translates to 160 kilometers or 100 miles of range in just over half an hour. So now that we kind of got the technical details of the way, let's jump in and take a look at the inside of the van and what you can expect from an e-Transit van. The e-Transit van, like the gas-powered transit van, has a side door that slides open to access a spacious cargo area. You can stand in the rear area as this e-Transit van has 6 feet of interior height and is fully able to support any needs your business may have, or even be converted into a van life van. Now this vehicle has a white bulkhead divider placed behind the driver, and this is an extra feature that we put in here at Island Ford. The stock e-Transit van does not come with a bulkhead divider from the factory. And the rear doors can be toggled to be locked or unlocked depending on what your needs are. Let's jump up front and take a look at the driver's area of an e-Transit van. The e-Transit looks much like the gas-powered transit van, but there are some differences. The first thing to notice is that the instrument gauge cluster has a power meter rather than a fuel gauge. Also, everything is measured in kilowatt hours rather than liters per kilometer. Instead of a drive shifter, the drive mode uses a rotary dial, and the e-Transit van has a large touchscreen Sync4 system that supports Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. The The touchscreen is where everything is controlled. From here you can change your vehicle settings and access navigation, music, and your phone settings. Because this is an electric vehicle, you can even have your vehicle turn on in the morning before work so that your vehicle is warm and ready to go just before you jump inside. If you're a fleet owner, Ford provides a lot of cool features for your business. You can even track each vehicle in your fleet using Ford Pro e-telematics. So now that we've gone over the technical details, interior and tech features of an e-Transit van, let's go back to the first question of why you might want to invest in one of these vans. If you're a business or you own a fleet of these vehicles, the gas cost can be massive, especially at the time of publication where gas costs nearly $2.20 a liter in Canada or around nearly $5 a gallon in the United States. Here at Island Ford, we still use gas-powered transit vans at our dealership, and a day of driving around 125 kilometers or 80 miles a day can cost us nearly $40 in gas alone, not including other costs. It goes without saying how expensive fuel costs can be when you add them up month after month. On an e-Transit van, that same range would cost us $4.20 a day in electricity. That is nearly a 90% decrease in fuel costs alone. So if the tech and advantages of an electric e-Transit van don't intrigue you, the economics certainly should. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I hope you learned something new about the electric e-Transit vans and electric vehicles in general. If you like this video, please drop us a like and sub and tune in next time for another video coming from Island Ford.